Konnichiwa and welcome to Vic and Vern Sports Chat. I'm Vern and welcome to our Sumo Tokyo 11 update and our preview for day 12. Shout out to everyone in the chats. Maximus the Gladiator has just arrived. Maximus, Alvin's in there, Shinazuka, Ito Abe, and of course Gandalf, who did a membership there in the basketball. Fantastic stuff there. Thanks for that, Gandalf. From Istanbul, man's mustard, man. Guys, that is day 11 is done in the Sumo. Day 12 is coming up, and it's been an absolute screamer of a tournament there in Tokyo, there in the Kokugikan Stadium there. It's been amazing. So many twists and turns, new leaders, and everybody has a chance to win this one. It's been amazing. It's the best sumo ever. No, it's been fantastic, guys. But don't forget, if you want to get hold of us, that is our email address at the top there. Koto Hashimori is in the house. Koto, how you doing, man? That's our email up there, vicandsportset@gmail.com. If you want to get a hold of us, let me know who your favorite wrestlers are. That is super. You can put it in the chat there as well. From Osaka, put in the chat your favorite wrestlers. I would love to know your favorite wrestlers. You guys know mine. It has always been Abi and Asanoyama. Asanoyama went away for a while. I've said that already. So it was always Abi and now I must say Yoshinofuji. I'm starting to like that kid. Really, he's amazing, man. But then also, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel. Always mucho importante. I don't know what it is in Japanese. I'll have to learn. To subscribe to the channel, like, and of course you can become members of the channel like Gandalf did in the basketball. Fantastic stuff there. So let's get into it. I was telling you last time why I liked sumo so much, about the size difference, and I mentioned Enho, the wrestler last time, short guy. This is him here. This is Enho. Why haven't I got Enho in here? Oh, where did Enho go? Ah, that's why. Okay, wait 1 second there. I'll get that quickly. Because I changed it. Enho, there he is. There he is, my man Enho. I hope the others aren't okay. There is Enho. Enho is now in the Makushita division. That is the third highest division there in the sumo. He's currently 6-0, so he's going to maybe get promoted to Juryo, which would be cool. He's 31 years old, born in Ishikawa in Japan. He's only 1.67 meters tall, so he's a small wrestler. Weighs 99.9 kilos. Almost in 100, but listen here, he's a tough cookie. I hope to see him back there in the top division. That would be absolutely fantastic. I'm going to do that from now on, maybe just introduce a couple of wrestlers so you guys can start to find your favorites, man. Something like that. I'm going to start to build out this sumo a bit more in the future. So let's get Enho out of the way there. And let's get into the highlights of day 9, because I haven't shown you highlights of day 9. I've got 3 bouts for you there in day 9. We'll start off. I'd like to show you some other wrestlers, not just the top ones, so you can start to make up your mind what wrestlers do you like. But of course, we had to start off day 9. Our leader on the board there, Abi, had a match against Koto Shoho. Abi 7-1 on day 9, and Koto Shoho with 5-3. Abi Maigashida 12. Koto Shoho, Maigashida 16. Let's go check out that fight quickly, and then we'll talk about it afterwards.
The highlight bout here on day 9 is Abi meeting Koto Shoho. Abi, one of the 2 co-leaders, 7 wins and 1 loss at the moment. Abi says his New Year's resolution is just win, no matter how. And so far, he is living up to it. Koto Shoho, his 5-bout winning streak ended yesterday. He's hoping to pick up the pace once again. Left hand face up. Abi attacks. Koto Shoho responds. Koto Shoho looking good. Koto Shoho pushes Abi back and out. Koto Shoho prevails. Abi suffers his 2nd loss.
Koto Shoho getting the win there. If you see at the beginning of that fight, Abi steps aside, which is quite frowned upon there in the sumo, but he steps aside, trying to get Koto Shoho off balance there, but it wasn't the big Koto Shoho experience. He did win a tournament last year, so he's an experienced wrestler there, Koto Shoho, but he gets the victory over Abi, so Abi loses his leaderboard function there in day 9. But then, of course, we had another match. Tamawashi, the Iron Man of sumo. He's a 2-6, not doing well this year. He's 41 years old, but he's had He's had the record of consistent matches in the sumo. I think it's over 1,000 already. Absolute crazy. His match was against Oshoma, who's 5-3. The Maiga sheet at 7. So let's check out that one.
It's Tamawashi, the Iron Man, meeting Oshoma. Tamawashi hasn't produced many wins so far, but he's certainly fighting with all his might. After opening 5-0 this Basho, Oshoma has dropped 3 straight. Can he pick up a win today against Tamawashi? Chest to chest, Nigiyotsu. Oshoma looking good. Oshoma smells the blood in the water. He goes after Tamawashi. Can he finish off Tamawashi? Tamawashi amazingly stays inside the ring, survives, and he attacks Oshoma and wins. Tamawashi, an amazing victory by the 41-year-old Iron Man. What a sumo! And the crowd is loving it. Tamawashi with a come-from-behind victory.
The Iron Man of Sumo gets his victory there. And if you can see the difference between the bout before, Koto Shoho and Abi pusher thrusters, especially Abi, and this one, they both went for the Moashi, that is the belt, and try to pick each other out, and Tamawashi just too strong there for Oshoma. Let's get into our last bout of day 9. That was Takanosho against Yoshinofuji. I have to have a Yoshinofuji. He's my favorite there. So let's take a look at that bout there between Takanosho, 1-7, having a lousy tournament, the 4 Mozeki, against Yoshinofuji, 4-4.
We move on to Takanosho meeting Yoshinofuji. Takanosho 1-7. One more loss, it will be a makekoshi for him. So he needs to keep winning. Yoshinofuji dead even at 4-4. Strong initial charge by Yoshinofuji. Takanosho pushes. Strong Nodowa. Throat thrust. Takanosho takes Yoshinofuji back to the edge. Yoshinofuji replies with a thrust down. What a move at the edge by Yoshinofuji. Takanosho had Yoshinofuji on the ropes. All he needed was one more shove, but Yoshinofuji came out with a last-second Tsukiotoshi, and Yoshinofuji takes the match.
What a great bout there. You can see at the beginning, Takanosho going to the throat of Yoshinofuji, actually dominating the fight there until the end, pushing Yoshinofuji right to the ropes. But Yoshinofuji, a little twitch of the hips. The momentum of Takanosho throws him out. What a win there for Yoshinofuji. Absolute beautiful seminar. Not just power. Sometimes you have to use your brains in sumo. And that was totally well executed there from Yoshinofuji. Just waiting for Takanosho to overcommit. Turns to the side. Lets him fly out. Fantastic stuff. Let's go into day 10. Where we had Shishi. The other Ukrainian, doing really well in the tournament. Shishi, he's at 7-2. Fought against Fujinokawa, also at 7-2. Both wrestlers doing really well in this tournament. Shishi, Maiga sheet of 14. Fujinokawa, Maiga sheet of 7. So let's check this one out.
Most of our highlight bouts of the day. We're looking at Fujinokawa and Shishi. Both men are 7-2. There'll be joy from one of them because it'll be a kachikoshi. It's so exciting to watch. They've only met once before, so Shishi trying to even up the rivalry in his 100th top division bout. Fast away, Fujinokawa, but stopped in his tracks by Shishi, who stays on his feet. He wants an inside position, trying to raise up Fujinokawa, gets some pushing going and gets it. Whoa, big throttle. Almighty shove from Shishi with a Oshi-cha-oshi win to get kachikoshi. And Fujinokawa, well, he'll have to try tomorrow as he drops to 7-3.
Shishi, the much bigger man, just manhandling Fujinokawa there. Absolutely destroying him. Fantastic stuff there by the Ukrainian. Monster move, man. Monster move. Our next match is Kota Sakura 6-3. The Ozeki against Kirishima. The Sekawake 8-1 on day 10. He was the leader on day 10, Kirishima. Let's check out this one.
Here is our sole leader, Kirishima, taking on the Ozeki Kota Sakura. And Kirishima controls their rivalry 14-6. But in the last couple of years, they've been reasonably even. So can Kota Sakura stay in touch here? Kirishima looking to maintain sole leadership. In low with the left hand is Kirishima. That's his favorite position. Now that arm is grabbed by Kota Sakura, who's got the left hand inside grip, trying to get him a Mawashi hold, but can't. Now Kirishima's lost his grip inside, and he's not got his favorite grip. It's an outside grip for him. This is not what he wants. And now a double wrap-up by the Ozeki Kota Sakura, who takes Kirishima to the edge and out. Kirishima, a loss. And now we have a tie at the top. Kirishima 8-2, and Kota Sakura now just one off the pace.
The match was pretty even at the beginning. Both wrestlers trying to get to the Mawashi or to the belt. Both tried, didn't get it. The minute Kota Sakura got both hands there on the belt, it was over. Kirishima could do nothing. Kota Sakura too big, too powerful, and just walked him out there. Fantastic stuff there by Kota Sakura. Mandy's in the house. I don't understand anything about sumo, but it looks interesting. Mandy, it is fantastic, man. A lot of fun, a lot of tradition, a lot of... It's amazing. I'm going to start maybe from the next tournament, which is in 2 months' time. I'll do a live show every day and also try and explain a bit more stuff to the people out there, because I fell in love with sumo about 8 years ago. I just absolutely love it. I find it fascinating. I have my favorite wrestlers. It's not quite WWE. This is not show, this is real. And yeah, I hope I can bring it close to more people around the world. That's my goal, to spread the love of sumo, baby. That's it. Let's go into our last match of day 10. That was Atami Fuji, who is 7-4, the Maegashira 4, against Onosato, the Yokozuna, who's 6-3. Onosato, you've got to say, he has got a shoulder injury, but he's powering through. I heard Hoshoro has also got an injury. So they are powering through in this tournament here. He's trying to get his Kachikoshi. And if you don't know what Kachikoshi is, it's 15 days. You want to get 8 wins. More wins than losses, that is your Kachikoshi. And if you have less than 8, that's a Makokoshi. Less wins, which is not... You want to get your Kachikoshi. That's the main target here. But let's look at that game, that match against Atama Fuji against Onosato. Here we go.
Now the final bout here on day 10, Onosato and Atami Fuji. So how is he? He winced yesterday, winced the day before when he lost with that sore shoulder. Atami Fuji got his first career Kimboshi yesterday. He's going for Kachikoshi against Onosato. Soft touchy eye. Onosato right hand inside, not doing much with the left. Atami Fuji left hand out, right hand in, takes the Yokozuna to the edge. Yokozuna try to shake him off, goes one way, then the other. They throw, they go down. The Gumbai has gone the way of Atami Fuji. Kimura Shinosuke's Gumbai pointed to him, but there's a mono-e. This is very close. Hand, arm, What do you think? Although the Gyoji gave the Gumbai to Atami Fuji after our review, we confirmed they both landed simultaneously, so there's going to be a rematch. Tori Naoshi. So, nothing's changed in terms of the scores, but how much has that taken out of this man who was obviously just using one arm in the first encounter? Slamming in Atami Fuji, Left hand in, he retreats and he slaps and he takes out the Yokozuna. Another loss. 3 in a row. And Atami Fuji gets back-to-back kimboshi. And he shares the lead with his 8th win. Ono Sato falls to 6-4.
Great win there for Atama Fuji, beating Ono Sato there. As you can see there, the first bout there was a tie. They both went out at the same time. Then it gets a mono-e. That's when the 5 judges on the side of the ring come out and they discuss it. The Yoshi, that is the referee, showed his gumbai to Atama Fuji, but they discussed it. Both went out to something, had to do a rematch, which wasn't good for Ono Sato because of his shoulder injury. That's something he desperately didn't want to do. But had to go for it again. Then he lost against Atama Fuji. Good work, man. Atama Fuji is a big man, 195 kilos and he's 188 centimeters tall. He weighs about the same as Vic. Vic's also got about 195 kilos, but never mind about that one. So good win for the Atama Fuji there. Ado's in the house there. Love the show. Thanks there, Ado. Shout out to all my Usos out there. Ooh, Super Rugby soon. Can't wait for that one. Then, of course, let's get into the results of day 11. Of course, NHK, thanks again to NHK for letting us use the videos there on YouTube, but they always bring it out a day later. But let's get out those results from day 11. Let's get those results out there. There we go. Day 11 results. There we are. It is Ichi Yamamoto beating Watataka Kake. Ura losing to Wakamoto Haro. Oho losing to Yoshino Fuji. Yes, baby. Yoshino Fuji must get his Kachikoshi. That's what I'm hoping for. Hakono Fuji losing to Aonishiki. Doing well there. Kota Sakura losing to Takanosho. Kirishima losing to Ono Sato. And Hoshoryu beating Takayasu, the old man. So let's check out the leaderboard there after day 11. These are our leaders there. We have Aonishiki, the Ukrainian, the winner of the last tournament. He's in pole position there with 9-2. Atama Fuji there, we just saw fighting the big man. Same bodybuilder as Vic. He is also there on the leaderboard. And Abi, my man Abi there as well, having a great tournament there. Those are our leaders. But we have 5 wrestlers who are on 8-3. Kirishima's got 8-3. The Sekawake, the Yokozuna Hoshoryu with 8-3. Shishi, the other Ukrainian, Maegashita 14 on 8-3. Oshomi, Maegashita 16 on 8-3. And Asanoyama, my old friend there, Maegashita 16, also on 8-3. That's getting tight, guys. We got 12, 13, 14, 15, 4 more days to go. We could go anyway, and I'm still thinking about doing that last day live. But live, it's very long live, I must say. Let's go check out those fixtures for day 12. There we do have it. Let's go Ichi Yamamoto, Takanosho. Watataka Kage against Yoshino Fuji. That's going to be a tight one. Oho against Shishi. Hiradoumi against Wakamoto Haro. Koto Sakura Abi. That's going to be a tight one too. Both Koto Sakura 7-4, Abi with 9-2. Then it comes to the nitty gritty, guys. Atama Fuji, the big man, against Aonishiki, the Ukrainian. That's the top lead about there, both with 9-2. With Abi as well, but they are fighting a direct fight. That was going to separate the men from the boys. Hoshoryu against Kirishima should be a great one as well. And Takayasu against Ono Sato. Those are the games, the matches for the Gate 12. Another good fight will be Asanoyama against Fujinokawa. That should be a good one there. Asanoyama with 8-3 and Fujinokawa with 7-4. Let's get that out of the way. Matches to watch on day 5. Yes, on day 12. I just read them out, but I put them up there. It is Abi against Kota Sakura. Those games, that match is definitely one to watch out for that one. Can Kota Sakura destroy Abi's dream of winning a tournament? Then we have Aonishiki. Let's get Abi out the way. Aonishiki against Atama Fuji, the big man, the 195 kilo monster. That one should be a cracker as well, because Aonishiki is not the biggest guy on the planet. There we go, last match, Kirishima against Hoshoryu. The 2 Mongolians are going to head it off against each other. There are a lot of Mongolians in this. I'll also get into that one day as well, where the wrestlers come from. There are a lot of Mongolians in sumo, but that is going to be a cracker of a match too. Those are my favorites for day 12. That is the sumo for today. Just going to check out the chat again. Oh, some more. Heard Razor wants to start sumo after being something. I think you have to put up a bit of more weight to get on the sumo. Hi, Lawrence. Guys, that is the sumo for today. Join me on Friday. I'll do one on Friday evening. Tomorrow, Thursday, Friday evening. I think I should do one on Friday evening. That should be day 13. I'll get the next recap on that one. Don't forget, next sumo tournament, I'll do a recap every day. There'll be a sumo every day with a bit of sumo knowledge being spread, how they build the ring, what all the stuff like that, just so you guys get more in day 13, Vic says. Okay, we'll get into it a bit more about sumo, about the history, the culture, the traditions and stuff like that, which I find amazing. Guys, that's it. Join me tomorrow. Join Vic tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock for the Across the Pond show. I'll be doing the morning show at 7 because I got the day off because they're coming to fix my heating in the house because it's fucking freezing. But hey, what can I say? Guys, check out NHK Sumo highlights every day at 4:30 Central European Time on NHK News Network, this Japanese news network. It is amazing. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks everybody in the chat. Have a fantastic evening. I'm going Betty Bice, and that means only one thing I can say to everybody out there. Sayonara.